No! Say I'm not live in the middle of it all. Yes, let him use you. Let him use you. I feel like listening to Dottie Peoples this morning. I feel like Dottie Peoples is in my spirit. I just feel it. I think that's what's going on in the world today. What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Tori. You already know the host of Weekend Pearls. We in this thing. Hey now. Hey now. Welcome to 2021. But before we get into the shits and giggles of everything today, we're gonna go ahead and get some promos out the way, and then we'll be right back.
To reveal himself to Job in a whole new way. Listen. Somebody can testify that God has taken your little bit. That God has taken your little and seemed to have done something. I saw you for myself. That was good. I want myself right here.
Man, come on now. Come on over at True Music Production. Go ahead, Jennifer Clemens. Good morning. Good morning and good morning. We're going to have some other promos that are going to come up during the show on today. But needless to say, it's going to be an interesting morning, to say the least. Look, let me just a little trash. Little trash. So if y'all looking forward for me to do this, good luck. My back not going to let me do it because, I'm still in recovery. Hey, it was the trash in me. I couldn't let it go. It was on my spirit. I said, Hebo shout. That's what we're gonna do today. But at any rate, let me go ahead and get everything started and get it up in the moon because it's a lot going on. I'm trying to get through this thing today. We're gonna make it snap, crackle, pop, all types of shit. Make sure to hit us up first and foremost. Hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, on the Weekend Pearls. You happen to want to give us a shout out, send support, want to be a guest on the show, submit anything for the segment, I think I lost my pearls, you're more than welcome to hit us up at Weekend Pearls. That's Weekend Pearls with a Z at gmail.com. Again, we do sell merch. Hey, you ain't got to buy it, but we do got some good stuff. So go ahead and make sure you check that out on www.weekendpearlsmerchandise.com. And also, too, the link is going to be in the bio as well as on all social media platforms at this point. That's a lot, ain't it? I'm trying to fine tune. It's a lot. Needless to say, you already know you can find us on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Overcast app, Podcast app, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Stitcher, Breaker, Radio Public, Pocket Cast, and Good Pods. And still a lot of stuff. Okay, but needless to say, we're gonna go ahead and get into the show and get this thing snapped and popping. It's a lot of stuff that's going on in the world. I just want to say welcome to 2021. Apparently 2021 has not let up. It's not only has it filled up its tank, it's already stepped on the gas apparently. So I guess that's what we done today, man. It's been popping. It's too many things. It's too many things. It's too many things. But needless to say, we're just gonna make the thing snap, crackle, and pop. Yes. So first things first, we're gonna do a little format just a little bit different than we normally would do. And she gets the I'm dumb out loud and probably on purpose because I was raised this way award. And that's gonna go out to my girl Maya Poinsetto, or better yet, I want to call her onomatopoeia. And for those that know what onomatopoeia is, then thank you for being smart enough to know what onomatopoeia is. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. At any rate, if you don't know who this young lady is, she's the little trashy heifer that assaulted that young man in New York about saying that he stole her phone when in actuality her lacking thereof ass left this phone allegedly in the Uber, and the hotel returned it back to her. But she did the most. She attacked the boy. She didn't damn near jumped on him and stuff and what have you. Now there's litigation behind it. Long story short, you already know she already got her ass hemmed up. Litigation is not in her life. She tried to avoid NYPD. They went ahead and politely snatched her right back on up. She took her ass to California, then came back to NY, went ahead and put them shackles in her life, and now she is under some litigation, which should be very interesting. But enough about her, because sometimes you just can't fix ignorant behaviors. Sometimes you can't correct being dumb. I mean, I don't care how many friends you got that got common sense. I don't care how many friends you that have common sense, book smarts. The baby could be good at geometry. I don't know, but dumb is dumb, and yeah. Needless to say, what tickled me the most about this is that her candidness. If you all haven't seen it, about y'all go ahead and go on YouTube to look at the whole interview that she had on CBS with Gayle King, and this is where we're gonna get the roasting because it gets real good during the interview and what have you. The interview was really set up kind of weird. If you all haven't seen it, it was just odd. It was just really really odd. It was just odd. To say the least, it was very odd watching it. You got a different feel and a different vibe from it. It just didn't make sense. I don't know what or how they came up with the format, but it was just weird. Lo and behold, they had Gayle King to interview her, and throughout the interview, it was more so. It seemed like just a lot of tug of war going on between Maya and Gayle trying to ask questions. Maya got her own point of view, and again, mind you, Maya's sitting here during this interview with her lawyer. So it's just interesting to see that you have someone that, again, she's 22 years old. Ooh, she grown. 22 years old, but yet you have a lawyer that's sitting next to you that's supposed to be advising you, is there for you, but like she is clearly ignoring her lawyer. So we over here I'm over here laughing, and then the interview itself, it escalates. You have Gayle. Now, Gayle is asking some tougher questions, like she's getting in it. But the whole hand, this Gayle. So this is the mood for 2021. 2021, just like yeah. I've never seen anything like that. Basically, a shush to Gayle King, which I'm still shocked and tickled behind and everything else. It just didn't make any sense. And I'm like, it just didn't. It just really, really didn't. And you're right, Claude. They need to go ahead and keep them shackles in her life, because apparently she's not fit for society. Apparently, a little bit more into that. There's a claim allegedly from her attorney stating that she feels as though her client is somewhat mentally unstable, and therefore we're trying to lean into the mental instability, and she might have a mental handicap of some sort. So what I haven't wrapped my head around it. I'm not going to wrap my head around it. I just feel like it's a bunch of shit. This is what it is. I'm not doing it. I don't have it. I don't have it there. But Gayle, y'all, as y'all already know, after Gayle tried to pull that Wayne Dang doodle with Kobe, that whole Kobe interview with Lisa Leslie, and it's just. But now, I don't know if this was the redemption interview or whatever it was. I have no idea. But I can tell you first and foremost, I still don't understand it. And maybe it's just me, and maybe I don't know everything, and I'm okay with that. But is it just me? Or does this seem like it's a repeat of that same type of conversation slash interview that, Gail had with Lisa Lessa? Again, different content, different context all around. But my question would be, it seems like a whole different setup because in all actuality, I'm curious as to why. And again, I'm here for the question, comments, and concerns with this. I'm concerned that this young lady, honestly, she really didn't need the time nor the space about it. And I'll be honest with you. We had people scaling walls and shit at the U.S. Capitol, and she's tackling people. Mind, she's tackling people, tackling that baby. That baby didn't have nothing to do with that. That baby tackling people, trying to get an iPhone that did not belong to her, and she was wrong for it, of course. But I don't understand what was the whole point of giving her this limelight to. I don't know if we tried to utilize this moment to have her explain herself, or give her point of view, or whatever. But this it still didn't make any sense because my question would be, and again, no shots fired, but it just doesn't make sense because why didn't CBS give this platform and this time to the actual young man that was assaulted by her and the family? My question would be, why didn't they get the time slot and the time put in versus her? Because honestly, you got a spoiled brat, and apparently you can see this. For us that know and that were raised right, you can clearly see this baby is spoiled rotten. I'm pretty sure that she is following suit with her mama, as we already know. And this is prior to even knowing the history of her and her mom and them and their whole shenanigans and what have you. So my question would be again, why would we give a platform? Why would we put this child, basically because she's a big ass kid. She's 22, but she's a big ass kid that don't know no better. Why would you give this platform and give this time on the news for somebody that didn't deserve it? I just don't get it. I don't understand it. Maybe I'm confused. I don't know. If y'all know something I don't know, that's absolutely fine. Let me know. You are more than welcome to hit us up in the comments. Also, to hit us up on weekendpearls@gmail.com in regards to anything that we cover on the show. But again, I go back to this does not make any sense to me whatsoever. So I don't know. If y'all happen to see Maya Ponsetto and you happen to own an iPhone, this is what I want you to do for her. That's exactly what I want you to do for her. I don't get it, but again, and then Gail, I gotta roast Gail before I go on to the next topic, but I don't understand. Again, hey, what's going on, William? Hey, look, hey now. I just don't understand how is it that you have Gail King again. Mind you, you already said that CBS set you up with the whole, interview situation to make you look bad, quote unquote. When you interview Lisa Leslie in regards to the COVID questions that came up, and then all hell broke loose, on Gail. I mean, Gail, you were out of pocket. And again, I'm gonna go and say this, and I'm gonna say this in the nicest way I can. When we do stuff like that, we bring stuff up and we start asking questions, whatever, you still have the liberty to either do or don't. As a journalist, as someone that brings news and things of that nature to the forefront, you still have an option. You have an obligation. You still have the readiness to say, okay, you know what? I don't feel comfortable with asking this question, for this interview, X, Y, and Z. So that's the biggest thing. But now, y'all got Gail up here with this bad batch of hair on her head. It's so ugly, it's so mean-spirited. No shade, but that was up some bad hair. And then you're going to have her sit her, and interview this girl that really didn't have any weight, didn't have any type of importance. So my question again goes back to, what was the purpose of having her on the news and giving her this much time and this much of a platform? But then also too, she's viral at this point. What is the purpose? What is the purpose? Because all we did for her is set her up to be monetized. Not gonna lie, I'm like, if she were to do something, and this is a reality because we live in America, with all the headlines and everything that's surrounding her, whether it be positive or negative or both, she has the ability now to bank off of it. And my question would be again, and I'm asking this, and y'all got, hey, I'm here for it. Why would we give a platform to her when it shouldn't even have been truly about her? And she got up her being disrespectful. Clearly, she spoiled as hell. But then also, too, if you have the opportunity to have such a platform, even if you were wrong, and in this instance, we know that she was wrong in her behaviors. My question would be, why would you not utilize that to show your human side? Not to say that you're gonna lie, but in reality, she like a complete ass, a spoiled brat, and then you to get who like who does this? This is not like you were on the local news or something. We're talking about CBS, and you did all of this, and now your ass done sit up here. Now your mammy and you done sit up here and caught these litigations. That's all I got. I can't. It makes my nerves bad. It's just, it destroys me. It just really trips me out. And Gail, if anybody close to Gail King, Gail, sis, because I know she don't like nobody calling her auntie, and I don't want to call you auntie because I'm still disgruntled because your friends got good money and they let you go on TV with this bad hair. I don't understand it. Gail is a millionaire. So I'm still confused as to why we are not investing in good wigs and a good barber, as well as a good hairstylist, because there's a very big difference in the both of them. On that note, we're gonna keep praying for Gail. Gail, you are in our thoughts and prayers. And that's just where we are, and we're gonna leave it right there. And also too, because I know I got Brother Claude on here, I just want to make sure also too that I give a shout out. Hey Claude, how you doing? How you feeling? How you live? So if y'all didn't know, please make sure somebody didn't pop up. Make sure you all hit up Brother Claude. That's for Gaut Entertainment. That's GAUT, Gaut Entertainment. Y'all make sure y'all hit him up, please, and thank you. And I'll have his information as well on the end of the bio as well. So make sure you go ahead and hit him up too. So next thing that we have on the agenda right now, hold on. You know what? I'm not gonna call this a praise break, but just one more time, just one. I had to. It's Saturday morning. Look here. And hold on. Did I tell you how? Hold on. Let's get into the skin. Hold on. Let's get into the skin. Let's talk about it today. And everybody know, if you've ever listened to an episode of Weekend Prayers, you know I'm not a true label whore in the sense. I will say that. I say I wear what I wear. I like what I like. But when it comes to things that you can put on your body, that includes things that give you moisture. I'm not talking about sexual moisture. I'm talking about moisture above the waist, people, because you can get moisture below the waist just by walking. Think about that. Talking about some good lotion, things of that nature. So, like I said, Lab Series. Let's talk about Lab Series, and we're going to go to this next topic. If you have not invested in a good piece of moisture for your face, like I told y'all on the last episode, or what was the last before? If your face dry and cracked, I advise you fix it, because right now, Texas, it could be about 75 and probably about 20 minutes, and then an hour from then, it's going to be negative 49. So in other words, you have to know your environment. Be aware of your surroundings so you know how to handle accordingly. Watch this. Lab Series. Hold on, do y'all see that? Recharging lotion, skin recharging water lotion. Let me tell y'all something. I got turned on to this because I got a Nordstrom card, and I said, I was on my cologne kick buying this, man, and I was like, you know what? You gotta keep this face moisturized. I love this stuff because it dries really quickly. It absorbs, but also too, it gives you a great. It's not greasy. It's not. You don't have this residue. I'm not saying pour this in your eyes, but it don't burn my eyes either. Even with contacts in, it don't burn my eyes. But I will say, yes, it is awesome. Again, Lab Series. And again, this is not a paid promotional advertisement. This is because I, I enjoy it, and I feel as though you should be moisturized just as much as me. Brother Claude, bad. Oh, this is gonna be a mess. So if y'all don't know, I advise you tune in and listen up to the show that's gonna be on the 5th of February. I'm gonna have Brother Claude. Brother Claude is gonna be your host. So if y'all probably wondering what the hell you done gave up, nah, I didn't give up. I'm still in the land of the living. I'm pushing and breathing, amen. So what's gonna happen on February 5th with Brother Claude? We're gonna have a podcast takeover, and Claude is going to be the host for that day. So again, I don't know how it's gonna go. I'll be honest, I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna look. But I am excited because it gives Claude's man, he's a good man, and I just really feel like, I got an opportunity that I'm trying to surround my brand. I'm trying to surround myself with good people, but then also too, I know me, I'm a supporter, and I want to make sure that I give good people an opportunity to not only get themselves out there, but to promote their business. And if I have a platform that I can help with, then I will do so. And most people that know me that this is me. This is not for the show. This is not for publicity or to say I did something. But in reality, I'm a good guy and I want to help. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm looking forward to it because I already know it's going to be a hootenanny. I'm kind of nervous, especially coming with I don't know. So, hey, Claude might have a couple of guests on the show. I don't know. But guess what? He's taking over Weekend Pearls on that day. So this should be very interesting. I'm looking forward to it. And Claude, I already know that you're looking forward to it too. So I'm here for it. I am absolutely here for it. What else we got on here? Because we're not going to be on here long because I got stuff I got to do today. I got to take care of the business. Got stuff to do. Okay. Now, I already know that some of the stuff that I'm going to talk about today is probably going to piss some people off, or they're going to have some type of issues and whatever else. And there's two pieces of this, two things I wanted to bring up. First things first, because this is one of my personal pet peeves, and this is dealing with common sense. And I want y'all to pay attention to it. Hold on a minute. Let me pull the mic just a little bit closer. Can y'all hear me all right? We're going to talk about common sense just a bit. And it's about the top 5 things. Just quick things on common sense. And we'll go into the conversation and topic. You know what I mean? So this is what we'll do. So here's quick 5 things on common sense that I took down. So one thing that has come up, and again, top 5 things. Saving things for special occasions is a bad idea. And I already know you're going to have comments on it. That's okay. We're going to go back to it. But just hear me. 5 quick things. Just hear me on this. Number 2, if you are against everything, you'll have a little energy to be for anything. Again, top 5. We'll come back to it. 3, problematic friends make you miserable. 4, you can't plan memorable moments, but you can enable them. And 5, just showing up, quote unquote, won't make you successful. So I already know this is an interesting conversation and things of that nature. So it should be really I already know I'm gonna get some comments and probably some letters about, but that's fine. That's good too. You know what?
2 shots.
That's what we're gonna do. Okay, so back on the topics about the common sense. Saving things for special occasions is a bad idea. I'm going to tackle that and just say that first and foremost, one of the things that we got to be really, really careful about is that I understand the moments of just like weddings, just like, getting engaged and, proposals and things of that nature. Man, you got to be really, really careful about all of that, because at any given point, as we've seen, 2020 was a spectacle of all sorts, but 2020 was truly a litmus test for life, and a lot of people should really have paid attention to, you got to be ready. But then also too, time doesn't wait for any man or woman for that matter. Don't wait for anybody. And you have to really be engaged. Excuse me. You have to be engaged. You gotta be ready to move and get things popping because at any given point, the life that you live can shift. Hell, the world shifted umpteen thousand times in 2020, and here we are in 2021. And this girl, like, she didn't step on the gas. I don't think it's gonna be as um devastating and disruptive as 2020, but I do feel as though that she got some tricks up her sleeve. So with that being said, again, one of the things dealing with, saving things for special occasions, life is a special occasion. So my take on it would be if there's something that you want to do, I advise you to do it because time is waiting on nobody. Time is steady going. On the second one, we were talking about if you're against everything, you'll have little energy to be for anything. In all honesty, you got a lot of people that don't like this, don't like that, they can't do this, they don't, and it's just a lot of selfishness. And you'll find a lot of people that are like this that are horrible at supporting others. And that even ties into the point of, about just showing up won't make you successful. It's a tie-in for that one. That's just like having someone say they support you and just show up, but you sell merchandise. I want to pause and say that. That's just like someone have an event and they sell merchandise. You show up, but you don't buy anything. And I want to make sure that I make this clear. It doesn't mean that this person or whomever it may be, your friend, foe, assistant, hell, I don't know. But it doesn't mean that they're obligated to do X, Y, and B. But if you say you support somebody, support somebody. And a lot of people, and a lot of times, come up with the whole idea of, okay, well, I showed up. But during the whole time, you didn't interact with anybody. You had your ass on your shoulders. You look real mean. You didn't represent what the moment was about. You basically made it about yourself and you felt obligated because you had to go. And basically, you could have stayed your ass home looking crazy versus coming to somebody's event and saying you support them when in essence, you acting like you don't even want to be there. And then on top of it, it's a support piece of this is that, again, there are different ways of supporting people. I get that. I absolutely get that. But I'm going to tell you this too. Even when it comes down to buying things and merchandise from people and what have you, and even if it's, when I say reasonably priced, really honestly, where the profit margin is not as great as it could be, but to gain traction, to gain attention, profit margin, you sell something for $5, you might make $1 off of it. That's really not a good profit margin at all. I mean, you barely, unless you having mass quantities that are being sold, you really won't see the return in it as quickly. It makes sense, right? But when you got people that won't even buy anything of that nature to support you, just to show, say, hey, I got this. It's a brand. It is a brand. And people say, well, I suppose whatever the case is, and don't do it. That should be a heads up and a signal because that is just, it don't sit well because the first thing that these people will say, well, aren't you going to come over here and do this and that? You say you want to support me. Just saying. And then that rolls into we only got two more of them, and then we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back because I gotta do my, yeah. Problematic friends make you miserable. Damn it if somebody don't say it on today in 2021. Guys, gals, ghouls, girls, goblins, and those that decide they just want to be a TikTok filter. Hey, you know what? Just make sure you got great lighting. Okay, that's all I'm saying. If you got friends, and we need to address a lot of stuff that's in the room with that. If you already know that you got friends that are just problematic, and I mean they're just always starting shit, they always in the middle of shit, they always miserable, they never happy, they got more problems, they got more problems than a compost heap. You got to really stop and think like, okay, is this something that I want to continue to pursue as well as a friendship? Do I really want this person around me? What is this? What is this? My point of view on it, Leave their asses alone. Leave them alone. Jesus in the manger. Leave them alone. Because at the end of the day, you'll know, and unfortunately, I really hate the fact that it takes some things that are extremely detrimental to happen in, one's life, or something so devastating that it brings people together and you get to see who's who, um, as far as loved ones, friends, that thing. But it shouldn't take all of that to be present, and it doesn't take all of that to be a good friend. If you know somebody come with the shits, and I'm talking about not the good shits, I'm talking about the bad shits. It's always something. You really have to rethink how you want to do this, because I know for me, and I'm speaking for me, my circle is very small. And it's not the fact that I'm just an asshole, I'm a bitch, I'm mean, or whatever the case is. I'm not that person. Like, is it hard to get to know me? Absolutely is. I've just learned that you can't let everybody in. That's just like letting strangers in your house. Somebody's gonna be a thief. Somebody could be a crackhead. Hell, child, somebody could be wanted for murder. Again, that's the same premise. That's the same premise, and that's just like letting people into your life, let alone your house. You have to keep that in mind. But yeah, you gotta switch that up. And again, it goes back to one of the old adages about you are the company that you keep. You if and again, and it doesn't mean this is a shot fired at anybody. It doesn't mean that you should get rid of all your friends, whatever the case is. But you should have your team, your circle should be extremely diversified. And when I say diversified, I mean for the fact that they need to be, say, you need to have a bitch that's probably a millionaire or billionaire, whatever the case is. You got someone that's extracurricular when it comes down to promotion and entertainment, and you got one that's an entrepreneur that just does this. Oh, you got a writer over here, and reason I say all these things is not because of clout. No, 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 no. What I'm saying is you need to have friends around you that are going to be motivators. And not for the fact that you're motivated to want what they have, but I've always been a fan. I've always been a fan, and people that know me. I love a hustler. And again, it to have a hustle mentality and to be on your grind and make something out of nothing, that's a talent. And a lot of people don't really see that. And then to have somebody around you, it does something to you. It changes your mindset. A lot of times, if you have somebody that had, now I'm not talking about that hustle that's gonna get you locked up and get you federal time. That's not what I'm saying. Now, there's some of y'all that I'm just saying, there's some of y'all, I'm not gonna say no names, but that's not what I'm initially saying. But to be around somebody with a hustle mentality, it really reinvigorates your whole mindset of how you go about things. Because most times, if you notice the people that have a hustle mentality that are around you and you're good friends with them, they make things happen out of very small things or nothing at all. They just come up with it. And next thing you know, they got shit popping. That has to be applauded. But then also too, it goes back to, remember I was saying the whole thing about who you have in your circle, who you have as friends, because that's what you need. And it doesn't always have to be on a business aspect. And I mean, make that very clear. Again, it doesn't have to be on the business aspect. Yet having someone that is around you that's a go-getter, shows enthusiasm, it will rub off. I promise you. Again, you are the company that you keep. If you hang around trashy motherfuckers all the time, you're gonna have a trashy mentality, and people are gonna associate you with being trash. It's not me being funny, it's not me being ugly. I'm just calling what it is. Be careful of the company that you keep. I'm just saying. Oh man. But that's just where it is. And before we get out of here, let me, what was else on here? Oh, that's gonna piss somebody off. I'm not gonna do that today. We're gonna keep it live. We're gonna keep it simple. But I'm about to get up here because I gotta go ahead and get my day together. Needless to say, I appreciate everybody that's tuned in this morning. Thank you. Make sure that you go ahead and you like and subscribe to us. We're on most streaming social platforms as well. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Weekend Pearls. That's Weekend Pearls with the Z. And also, too, if you happen to want to be a guest on the show, have any advertisements, all the good things that you want to, you got commentary about the show support, hit us up. Weekend Pearls with the Z at gmail.com. Again, Weekend Pearls at gmail.com. And also, too, and you happen to want to go ahead and help out the show as well, you're welcome to buy merchandise. We revamped it. We've added some new stuff as well, and we're going to continue to add stuff for the next couple of months as well. You can hit us up at www.weekendpearlsmerchandise.com, and again, everything will be listed on the websites as well. Again, you can find us on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Overcast app, Podcast app, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Stitcher, Radio Public, Breaker, Pocket Cast, and Good Pods. Damn it, we everywhere. So make sure to tune in, like, subscribe, leave comments. Make sure you rate the episode too. Do that too. And I'm just glad I was actually able to get on here because you know what? Again, I just want to hold on. Did y'all catch this? This is moisture, and look. Not oily. Look. Y'all can see that. Not oily at all. That's what I'm talking about. Lab series. Skin recharging water lotion is delicious. It works on poof. It's beautiful. Oh man. All right. So I appreciate y'all tuning in today, but also too, listening as well. Thank y'all on Facebook. YouTube, hey YouTube, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and go to YouTube as well. Make sure to go ahead and like and subscribe, and also to subscribe to the channel as well, so you can get all the notifications when we go live, as well as we have any new content that's posted to the YouTube channel. Last but not least, this week's Pearls of Wisdom, and I know this is gonna touch some people's hearts. And after that, I'm probably going to go play Dottie Peoples because some of y'all I need to pray for this morning. Amen. This week's Pearls of Wisdom, I'm going to leave you with this one. Stop recording yourself performing illegal acts with the expectation of not getting caught. I want y'all to hear that. And I want you to share this with a friend that needs to know this. Stop recording yourself performing illegal acts with the expectation of not getting caught. My God, today I have blessed the room. I have blessed the audience. If you don't know, it ain't my fault, but God bless you. Look, y'all go put Dottie Peoples on. Go put Dottie Peoples on today, please and thank you. At any rate, want to give a shout out again, Jen, Super Jennifer Clement of Trip Music Productions. Hey now, y'all make sure to go ahead and check her out. Oh shit, I forgot to tell y'all. Y'all make sure y'all check out Sister Jennifer, aka The Messenger. You can find her on, guess what? You can go ahead and find her on Amazon Music. Amazon Music, y'all are showing out, so thank you. Amazon Music and also iTunes. Go ahead and look her up. Also, I have posted it on all of the platforms as well that we're on. But yes, she is on iTunes. Make sure you go out and support her. Make sure you get them downloads. Hey, check out the video because this baby, she can do it. She can do the hell out of the video. I enjoy them thoroughly, and also the promotions as well. A multitude of things. Love it all. And also, too, y'all make sure to go ahead and check out my brother Claude Galt with Galt Entertainment. Y'all, please make sure y'all hit him up as well. Y'all go ahead and check him out. Again, he's on Facebook. He's on Twitter too, right? Facebook, Twitter, Instagram as well. Also, too, and if you can't find him, then look on my page over at Weekend Pearls, and I have also friendly as well as Galt Entertainment. And Claude too. Y'all make sure y'all do that for me. And again, this week's Pearls of Wisdom, because I really have to reiterate how important this is. Stop recording yourself performing illegal acts with the expectation of not getting caught. That's all I got for y'all. I hope y'all have a blessed day today. And hey, I want y'all to stay not greased. I want y'all to stay moisturized. Look, if you got problems today, go and pull yourself over to the side and pray on it. And again, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Thank you for listening. Again, this is another live episode. We just making sure all y'all get y'all lives together. And again, this is your host, Tori, and I'm out this thing. And I might even have another video live somewhere. We're going to check because I can't let this good skin go to waste today. Amen? Amen.